Finally, a Republican who had given his endorsement to Donald Trump has pulled it. Republican Richard Hanna of New York has finally seen the light and acted on it. He has withdrawn his endorsement of Donald Trump and indicated that he will vote for Hillary Clinton. All right, Richard Hanna is not a big-time political power, and on top of that, he's retiring this year, so he really doesn't face any political consequences. But you are going to see a typical Trump supporter in this Chris Hayes interview. Basically, there is nothing that Donald Trump can do that will cause him to jump ship. And again, he's typical of all of the major GOP Trump supporters and Trump surrogates. There is absolutely nothing that Trump can do wrong that they will not try to spin in order to try to mitigate guilt. It gets so bad that even when Trump endorses people that are running against established Republican candidates, they still don't have the balls to man up and pull their endorsement. Here's the following clip from the Chris Hayes show.
Today, Representative Richard Hanna of New York became the first sitting GOP congressman to endorse Hillary Clinton, citing his belief that, quote, being a good American who loves his country is far more important than parties. Hanna is a relative moderate who faces no political consequences, as he's set to retire at the end of the year. Meanwhile, for all the loyalty Donald Trump is receiving from top Republicans, he's apparently not inclined to return the favor. In an interview with the Washington Post, Trump refused to support Paul Ryan and John McCain in their upcoming primaries. Joining me now, Congressman Blake Farenthold. He's a Republican from Texas who has endorsed Donald Trump. Congressman, let me start by asking, do you want to take back your endorsement of Donald Trump, or are you still sticking with that?
I'm still on the Trump train.
What do you think of the way that he has attacked the Khan family? Do you agree with, for instance, Medal of Honor winner Dakota Meyer, who says that Trump owes them an apology?
I think it's really tough being in Donald Trump's shoes when you've got the media looking to put the worst possible spin on everything that you say. Donald Trump has come out and said he honors the service of the Khans.
Right, but he also questioned whether the mother of this man who gave his life in Iraq was instructed or not allowed to say anything. What do you think of that?
Well, again, that was Donald Trump speculating, and I think there are a lot of folks within the Republican Party who would love it if he would stick to the script but ad lib. But the American people are tired of the focus group tested platitudes we hear from the Clinton campaign.
Yeah,
when was the last time she spoke off the top?
All right, but one thing the American people are not tired of is common decency, which Trump has none.
This is about a mother who stood on stage, later explaining that she's so grief-stricken at images of her son, she couldn't bring herself to speak, and implies that someone has told her not to speak with a clearly bigoted insinuation about the woman's faith as she is her husband's giving testimony about her deceased son. Do you think that's decent behavior on the part of Donald Trump?
Yeah. Again, I don't think you can ever pick somebody's motivations and know what's in somebody's head, whether it's Mrs. Khan or Donald Trump.
Congressman, what would it take? Presumably, I'm going to assume there is some set of pronouncements from your party's nominee, some set of policy proposals that would cause you to rescind your endorsement. Would you agree with that? There is some hypothetical set of things that would make you rescind your endorsement. Do you agree with that?
Sure. I mean, anything could happen, but right now you've got Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton.
Right,
it's a real clear choice.
Could you provide me with an example of what kind of thing would be in that category? Because I think what's confusing to a lot of people, from the president on down, is what it would take for Republicans such as yourself to rescind your support for him.
I mean, you could come up with hundreds of things that he could do, but again, he hasn't done them yet, and everything that you and the media are blowing out of proportion, it's tough. Listen, I've been out on the campaign trail, and you get a tracker or somebody following it, and Donald Trump has every major network looking to put the worst possible spin on every word that comes out of his mouth, and he's going to speak from the heart and not read canned speeches.
Do you think Dakota Meyer, the Medal of Honor winner, who called on him to apologize, was, quote, blowing out of proportion?
Again, I think a lot of these calls that people heard are being fed by you guys' spin. Go look at the actual transcript. It's not as bad as the press reports make it look.
So you're just going to stick with this for the next 98 days, and basically wherever this train goes, through whatever bigoted muck it may travel, Congressman Farenthold is on that train. Is that how I should understand it?
Listen, the train could get derailed, but it hasn't yet. And I think it's going to take a lot to make Hillary Clinton, a person who tells lies to cover up her lies, look better than Donald Trump, a man who speaks from his heart.
So far, he's doing it. Congressman Blake Farenthold, thank you very much. Appreciate your time tonight, sir.
Yeah, see, so that's a typical Trump supporter. And if you notice what he said, the train could get derailed, and that would be the only time that they would jump off. But normally when a train derails, a lot of people get hurt or killed. So, but these guys are going to wait for the train to get derailed before they jump off. It's like ridiculous.